Welcome to my favorite online calculator and construction tool. If you could just give me a few moments, I will give you a very brief overview of the Geogebra application. So listen carefully. It'll be very quick. At the end, you're expected to take time and explore the different functions. You will also be asked to complete a short starting activity to assess what you have learned. Okay, get on your mark. Get set and go. Now, what I'd like for you to do is to first load GeoGebra. Go to geogebra.org and it will give you a whiteboard and a picture of our GeoGebra application. If you notice in the top blue toolbar, you have a calculator, and then you have the circle with the overlapping triangle. Now the calculator stands for the calculator, and the overview, the overlapping triangle, and the circle is for our GeoGebra application. Okay, but let's just check out the calculator first, which most of you will be using quite often. This is our online calculator. Okay, if you notice at the bottom left-hand corner, you have a keyboard. So if you would press that, it would bring up your keyboard, which will allow you to do your operational functions like multiply, divide, add, subtract, even the square root, squares, and our cubes or our exponents. Notice that we have other keyboards where we can do our functions. We will be using the trig functions. You can do slope, derivative, and other mathematical classes. And then we have our QWERTY, where we can actually type in either names of letters, names of our particular shapes, or even messages and instructions, or even answers. Okay, so then we have symbols where you have your mathematical symbols: infinity, parallel, perpendicular, just different ones that you'll be using throughout the year. Okay, so we will give you a chance to explore that one. So let's go ahead and click out of that, and let's go to our GeoGebra application, the geometry application. Okay, notice in this you have several tools, icons that represent our several tools. You have the move. Now that's going to be important. That allows you to move throughout there. And then you have your point. If you move over to the whiteboard and press click, it'll give you the point with the name of that point. Remember, we name a point with a uppercase printed letter. Then we can move over to our segment. Notice that we can draw a segment with the points that are already there, or we could start with ones that are not there. Okay? Same thing for our lines. Go over here to line, point. Oh, look at that. Now that's a little bit different than our line segment. Because remember, our line segment, it starts and stops, whereas our line goes through these points and it goes on in opposite directions. If I go over to press my move icon, then I can actually move the line, and it represents and shows that it goes on and on and on. Okay, the last one that I would like to go over is our ray. Notice that we don't see the ray here, but we have a more, which will allow us to go down, and you'll have time after to go back and explore. We'll move down and find the ray. Okay, there's the ray, so we could click the ray and do pretty much the same thing. And look, that's a little bit different. We have our end point, and it goes on and on through another point. That's our ray. Those are the characteristics of our rays. Okay, so if we want to get rid of anything, we just go ahead and press the delete key, the trash can icon, and that will do it. Or if we want to get rid of the last thing that we did, we could do the undo. Okay, all the way through. Now if you go all the way down, you'll also notice that we can insert images and text. Okay, all right, young people, that's it. So let's get busy to go into our activity and explore a little bit. And I'm pretty sure your teacher will have some type of activity for you to do during this time. Good luck.